Good morning, everyone. How is everyone? My name, as usual, is the same guy, Tony C. Smith. This is my garden. Welcome. It's a Saturday morning and there's not a soul on the allotment. Glorious weather. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome. I'm just having a little peruse before I kind of get to the jobs. And what I've noticed is these are me Brussels sprouts, and they're getting, I don't know if it's snails that are doing it, and I don't know, I put that nematode down for the slugs. I don't know if it doesn't kill snails, or I don't know if you can see, but I've got lots of spares, to be honest, so hopefully I can just kind of bang them in. But I didn't do Brussels sprouts last year, so I'm hoping to get a nice crop this year. Just having a look at them onions. These are them onions that I bought, and you know, they were sold them as plants, and I think everyone's took mine here, so hopefully they're all right. We'll just have a wander. I've got some string. This is my job today. Look at purple, my wife's favourite colour. What I'm intending to do today is show you how I'm going to do my tomatoes, stake my tomatoes. I guess that's the way to say it, but I'm going to string them. But I'm going to string them slightly different. Well, not slightly different, just, man, Johnny, them bloody tomatoes are coming on cracking. Do you know what I mean? They're absolutely brilliant. I'm starting now. Well, I'll show you as well what I'm doing, but they're all starting to get the little side shoots, so everything's looking rather nice. Put these down, and I'm going to put in, these are my grafted aubergines. Tell you what, we'll get them done there now, because I want to get 4 of them in this bed here, so we'll get that sorted. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to put them in pots. Now these are littler pots than, we've had them pots for years. I don't know where they came from, so these were kind of bought about 5 years ago, but still got holes in. I'm going to dig a nice hole and fill a lot with that clover, so although it looks like it's just a little pot, underneath it'll be all golden. Now I know that looks a little big, but I think for the sake of it I might just put 2, 4. I might get the, I think I've got 6. Let's have a look. 2, yeah. These are the grafted aubergine black pearl. I think I will, and you've got to kind of thin them, you know, all the time, and I'll show you that later on. But I'll get them in now anyways, and we'll sort it. I need a bloody shovel, man, don't I? So you can see there, each hole nice and deep. I'm going to get some of this in, fill them up first anyways, you know, even before I put the pots on. When I get a look at them, they're probably not that bad, you know, like close together now. Like I say, I've really dug out and given them a good feed, so they've got a lot, each plant, individual plant's got a lot to go at. It's more so the leaves on the top, but I will, over the weeks, you thin out, you know, you let it go up to about 18 inches, then they split and go into 2, and that's when I'm going to start trimming the leaves back, because it'll be like a jungle here if you don't. But hopefully, with them being grafted, I'll get a nice crop there. Just a little water there now is to bed them in. Now if you remember, because we're going to like stake the tomatoes now, a couple of years ago I did outside tomatoes, and I'm just going to show you what I used if you were doing outside tomatoes. Just bear with us, they're in here somewhere. I've seen them from the other side. Now I got these, which were great, mind you. I got these from Lidl, I think, and they're just a spiral. I'll just show you what I did. 1 second, I've got to just get it. Hey man, this wall's not so safe. So I had them against this wall, which is a lovely warm wall when the sun's there. Just if you were interested in doing outside tomatoes, Crimson Crush are the kiddies to do. Now I'll just bend it like that. Can you see? And I just had the tomato and I just wrapped it round, and they were great. Now they're no good for just, you know, just like that. They're all wibbly wobbly standing. You've got to kind of creak them into somewhere like that, and then they're kind of solid. To be honest, they're brilliant. But that's not, I haven't got any Crimson Crush this year, to be honest. Now other methods you do is, I'll just show you, get this, staking for a tomato. We'll go back into the polytunnel, and canes, anything in polytunnels is not advised, and that's one of the main reasons why I ditched the old one so many times. When the rain came, it puddled on the plastic roof, and then it pushed the ceiling down, went through the canes. But I mean, this greenhouse is polytunnel is massive, so I could, if I wanted to, just stake them with a cane. But these ones, especially, are the grafted ones, probably some like beef tomato kind. There's no rigidity there. It's just, it wobbles all over in the end, and you end up, you know, your tomato plants growing on an angle like that. So last year, I think it was Martin, kindly sent over, if I can find them, these clips. Now where did I put them? And some tomato hooks. There they are, they were down there. So that's the hook, and you can see this string was no bloody good with the weight of these beef tomatoes, but you just hang it on there and run your string down and then curl it round. But this string was useless for me, and every one of my beef Bellarico tomatoes snapped. But this year I'm not going to do that. As you can see, if you're just starting off in the polytunnel, I've got wire going across, and you need some sort of support up here if you're going to do it, you know, like kind of just run up the tomatoes up the string way. But I'll show you what I'm doing this year. So I'm not sure who mentioned it, but because like I say, I was having terrible trouble with the string last year. I'm going to use paracord. I'll put a link to this, what I got down here. It's 2mm paracord, because you can get the thick stuff, which you could probably swing off Everest with, you know what I mean? But I'm trying to get the thinnest one, because I'm still going to use part of the tomato system, the tomato hook system. I'm still going to use this, or just one for the time being. Let us show you. So I'm going to do 4 today, just because these are my big 4, to be honest, and I'm just going to get enough, let's say that, for one. Should be okay. I'm going to just loop this round the end. Can you see there? There you go, just tie a little loop knot in. You see that? Just like that. Then just put this over like that. Let's push you back in the camera, and then you can see a little bit better. 1 second. So I've just looped it onto there, and I'm purely doing it this way instead of tying knot, just so I can get, come time to dismantle, you know what I mean? It's quick to just, everything's just quick to dismantle, and hopefully I might be able to try to salvage this right now, get down to the good stuff. Now I know Johnny put little canes in here, and I want to just kind of get them out now before it's a little bit too late. Very gently, just take that out there. So this is me string coming down, and I just want to clip it on, get the nice through a leaf so it's not damaging. Just clip it to that, to this, under this leaf there, will be great. Right, let's have a go. I have to move you so I can get in. There you go, can you see? So it's just under that leaf. I've got a little bit of tension on because I want a little bit of tension, and that I'm actually probably, you know, in a few weeks time I'll cut this bottom leaf off, but I'll leave the little stem there. So, and what I'm intending to do is not use any more of these just to wind it around the tomato plant, and you can see it's almost kind of going now on its own accord. I'm actually going to use a knife, I think, to cut Johnny's string, because it's... I should have probably took these off before. And the same thing, I just put it a little bit tight. I don't know if you can see, but in there's like a little clip, little lip where the string goes in, and that just tight, that's what keeps it a hold at the place you put it. So put it at the base. That's better. So there we go then. Now I've got them kind of taut, but not, you know, not to the point where it's detrimental to the plant and damaging the plant, but I've got them taut. You don't want them saggy anyways, so just, I think they'll be fine, to be honest. What I would mention is why I'm not using these hooks is, and don't get us wrong, they're perfect and easy, do you know what I mean, easy as well, but they're really made for like commercial growers, so who've got like artificial light, who can kind of control the light, because I'm only going to get till about October, you know what I mean, and I'll be cutting the heads off probably about 5, at the most 6 trusses, where in artificial light you can have as many trusses as you like, and you actually undo the string and you lower it, and then you move it along so the plant has a nice big, say, curvature to it as it's growing. You know, you pick it's all like kind of bare stalk, and then there's a new plant, and then you let more out, and you just trail it. Well, I'm not going to get that. I'm not going to have that luxury, so this is what I've got. This is the height I'm working with, and that's what I'm using. Well, I hope that's give you some little pointers if you're growing aubergines and if you're growing tomatoes and staking them. I'm hoping it's going to work for me. It's like you do these things out of trial and error, you know what I mean? So hopefully everything there will work, and we just wish everyone, you know, will have a bumper crop. And we've lost the frosts now, but we've got other complications ahead of us. But anyways, look after yourselves, take good care.